Here's the beginning of this trip. I'm going to hike way up this mountain. On the other side of that mountain, there's a whole bunch of other mountain ridges. And it's going to be a 10-mile hike. And what I'm looking for is a plane crash. It's been out there a few years, and it's a heck of a hike. But it's going to take about 10 hours. So it is about 6:15 in the morning. And the sun's coming up. I am in Death Valley. I am all strapped in. Got very good warm clothing, everything I need. So I am headed out that way. I'm going to leave my truck here. Let it sit here, and I'm way off the side of the road, so I don't think there'll be any issues. But let's start this trip. I am looking to get to that high peak right there, just a little bit to the right. That's where the ridges start. I'll start recording back over there. There's the sun coming up over at the Tim Pass. I already see my truck down there. Working my way up to the plane crash. The first two-thirds of the way, it's a little rough. There's literally no trails. You have to make your own. Alright, let me keep going. Alright, I got to flat land. I think down from the truck to here, I think it took me 45 minutes. The second, third to about the quarter mark, three-quarter mark, is probably the hardest. As you can see here, flatlands. Those are the ridges that we need to do. Just follow the ridge there. All the way, we need to get to that point there. And then we should be able to see the plane by then. I've got my long reach camera with me, so let's see how it goes. The plane is going to be somewhere right below this here, this mark, but somewhere about right here on the other side, hopefully. Because it gets dark this time of year, and it's a lot colder up here. Alright, let's keep going. I'm carrying a backpack, but here's the plane. I'm going to get my zoom lens out shortly. If you can see this little black line right there, just to the left, a little dark spot. Right above that dark spot is the plane. On the way back, I'm going to get my telephoto, shoot a few from here. But I need to get over and back just to make sure I get back here before sunset. See, it is cold up here. It was about 28 this morning. If I give you a tip to bring when you come, other than food and water, get yourself your trekking poles, adjustable. Man, these are a lifesaver. I can't show you, but I'm carrying a backpack with my camera gear, 4 quarts of water, food, my scanner, camera, everything. But get you these trekking poles, because man, I tell you what, they take a lot of weight off of your legs. Look at this awesome sight here coming up. I come up here a lot to Star Wars Canyon, which is to the left. That is Panamint Valley. Star Wars, look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. Star Wars Canyon is to the left of here. So they come out of the canyon, and this is Panamint Valley. Point Charlie, Point Juliet is all down here. I want to get to that site. And yeah, I could see the pole or the plane there. It's right about there. All right, so we're going to do a ridge run basically, which is following the top of all these ridges. Then when we get to that saddle right there, we're going to hike down. I say we, me. I'm up here alone, as always. All right, let's go. Here's what the hike looks like. It's not too bad. Step on these big rocks and get your footing. There's very few, if any, trails. You can see where people have left their mark coming up here, but for the most part, there's not a lot of footprints. And I've seen zero trash, which is a good thing. But I started this at 6:30. Another look at the canyon. That's Panamint. There's my truck down there, right by that camper. This Panamint Valley. That pointed ridge right dead center. That's our mark. The plane is hidden by one of these mountains there. Those 2 points there, that's the next stop. Here's, see the shadow? That's my backpack. But look how flat this part is. It's odd how the terrain changes so much from steep to flat in minutes. And there's a lot of volcanic rock down below. I'm going to go back. I'm going to make the descent. Come on, fucker. Right here. My truck is over there below the sun. But I saw on the map, I'm going to descend there. And let's see the difference. It'll still get me down, but we'll find out if it's shorter, or not shorter, easier. But it looks a lot less steep on the topograph map. So now, the goal right now is to get to that one right there. Doesn't look like it's going to be all that difficult. Almost the whole trip, once you get over that hump, almost the whole trip, the plane is in view. Right below this tall point right there, right next to that black spot, there's the plane right there. And at a certain time of the day, the sun will hit it, and it's silver. So on the way back, I'm going to park right here and get my 600 millimeter out and take some shots. Alright, I started the second part there on this flat surface, came across, up this way straight up, or almost reach the top of this part. It's not too bad really. It's a little windier, but rewarding, exciting parts of the journey when you start seeing things that are part of your goal, like the plane over there in the distance. The plane is right there below that pointed, right at dead center, below that pointed peak. But here's another part of the trip. I'm gonna grab me a quick little bite to eat. But when you start seeing things that let you know you're going in the right direction. Here's these stakes in the ground. That's probably going to be the benchmark. The United States Geological Survey benchmark, I think. Don't know. We'll find out. You and me together. The wind comes and goes, but it is still cold. It's got to be 30 degrees. Let's see what this is. That does not look like benchmark. Somebody may have put it here just as a guide mark. Yeah, it is. Look at that. All right. That is cool. Just a know you accomplished a certain part of your trip, and you wonder how many people have been here. So it reads, U.S. Department of the Interior, 1977. It's cool as hell to know that that you were here on a freezing fucking day, but it's fun. All right. There's supposed to be a metal stake like this somewhere that was the old boundary to Death Valley before Death Valley was extended further west. So maybe it's up over here. So now we're going to take, or I'm going to take this ridge right here, up left, go to that peak, and you can see the plane right there in the distance under that peak, right there. All right, let's get going. Let's see what time it is. It's probably been 2 hours. All right, guys. I just left at Geological Survey benchmark. Here's another one. Maybe this is a marker. Now this can't be where they extended Death Valley. Why would they waste time? Just a few feet. What is this? This is nothing. Great view. See the wind's picking up. See the plane right below that pointed. I don't know what this indicates, signifies. We gotta I just saw it. This is the marker I just showed you, right there. That way. Here's another survey mark. I suppose, don't know. And it's pointed, see that arrow? It's pointed directly at the other one, which is that way. I'm no genius, but the arrow there on the left, this one going this way, there must be another one this way. So we're at a boundary of some sort. So let's, wow, there it is. There's another one. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. Let me, I'll start filming when I'm up there. Hope you can hear me. Talking this way. Here's the other marker, or stake. So but remember that old saying. There it is, right in front. And we have another arrow pointing. Follow that arrow. Last benchmark was down there somewhere. Next benchmark, I think we'll find out. The sun's out, but I tell you guys, it is cold, but it's refreshing cold. When you're bundled up, it doesn't feel bad. I'm guessing 30 degrees. All right, Mr. Benchmark, where are you? Where are you? Should be here somewhere, I guess, right? Don't see it. if these rods are an indicator that there's supposed to be another benchmark here. I don't know. I cannot waste time looking for it. It is 8:45. I took off. It was about 6:25 when I started. I'm doing excellent. Alright, I don't see it. Maybe somebody took it. Maybe it's not here. I don't know. Alright. So, let's it'd be cool to find it just to have touched all of them. Okay, so pretend it was there and that I placed my hand on it. So let me shut this off, and I need to go up this way because the plane is over there. I'm just trying to get to the highest point. Don't go sideways when you're hiking here. Do not go sideways. You're going to be screwed. You're going to regret it. Alright, next stop. Alright, so it's pretty windy up here. So I guess those red posts do not mean there's a benchmark. But there is another. Those red posts were over there. So here, another benchmark. Alright, so we'll take this. Alright. Another ridge conquered. Beautiful. It started way over there. Another benchmark. It is cold. It's got to get my gloves. I mean, it is cold. Another benchmark. The arrow's pointing that way, but I'm not going that way. I'm going that plane. Alright, let me touch this one. I'm touching all of them. Don't know why, but I was here. Alright, let's keep on. Okay, just jumped off of the step here, and look what we got. Benchmark. Alright, hold on, gotta touch it. Don't know why, but just to say I was here. Clean the dirt off. 1977. Alright, arrow is pointing that way. I'm going that way. Okay, now, vámonos. Well, we're down. I made it down, and I don't see a red stake. Look at guys, another benchmark. Again, 1977. The wind is still strong. We're going to keep going. That is our goal right there, top of that ridge. Beautiful. I was going to have lunch here, but I got to keep going. This, what the hell this was. Let's keep going. There's the highest one. You can see the stake mark, the red stake sticking out right at the top, but coasting maybe 30-35 miles. It's a whole lot colder. We gotta keep going. Look at this awesome view. This is my last benchmark. I made it. That big rock that's sticking out right there. I made it up to where the sun is. It's not even 11:30. But I've got an injured foot that ligament, something that I've had for a long time, and it's just bothering me too much. And I can't risk getting stuck here. The pain in my foot is intense. I was so close to... Here's another benchmark. Department of the Interior. If I'm not mistaken, the other one's red. United States Department of something else, Geological Survey, weren't they? Anyway, another